Alright, hello my lords and ladies. Welcome back to a Trial Players first time playthrough of Shadowbringers. I am Joe, of course. And today we're gonna I tried to do this last time, but I ran 2 overtime. We're gonna finally unlock our second Shadowbringers custom delivery. Get some crafting out of the way. I have until next week. So time is of the essence to get raid ready, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get my culinarian up to 80, but we'll see if I can. I don't need to get it mastercraft, I just need enough to craft level 80 patch appropriate food for the first Wing of Eden, as I do at Savage Mine. Anyway, let's start the stream as we always do, with a little bit of the open tournament, a little bit of the gamba, you know, just to test our luck and get our mind moving a little bit. Of course, let's turn back on the music. Okay, I'll just do it with my mouse. There we go. I'm conflicted because I know I need to get my cooking up, but I really want to get my alchemy up too. I should focus on cooking, I suppose. Plus same. Now that's what I'm talking about. Good old classic plus same. Let's see how our luck is coming along. Drat. Don't you hate it when that happens? You go for first and you miss second. Gotta go for third. Oh, wasn't there. Damn, missed fourth. Luck not so good today. Actually going to wait around the saucer, so whatever cards I get I can actually sell them. Then we'll get into the custom delivery unlock. Not that I'm going to do it, but let's just check to see what the fashion report is today. From this challenge, what do we got? We got the Great Sigmascape. So I'm just guessing any Sigmascape body will do for that. Riding high, go west, and Crystarium Contour. So Crystarium gear for feet, Sigmascape for body. Riding high. Go west. I feel like the west might have to do with like those chaps that you can get. But high. Let's see. Is there anything that has high in it? Let's go down to hands. Oh. Maybe the Highland Mitts. That would be my guess. And legs, maybe maybe like you can get the Pagos gear, not the Pagos, the Anemos chaps. Those are my guesses. Let's just hurry this up. Am I alone again? Who knows? Anyway, happy pre 4th of July, happy pre-America birthday. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Who are you? Oracle Light or Green Girl? Where's Tola? I'm just gonna select you just to see what you are. Golbez. I'll take it. I'm the only one. But as we all know, plus and same. I mean, the Fat Chocobo's kind of good for this because if you get any matching, it's an auto plus, no matter which way you put it. Just gotta put her here because watch this. Just what I said I'd do. I gotta hope he doesn't have another. I win. Told you that Fat Chocobo would come in handy. Or wave first. Nobody drawed. Either won or lost. And only by one card victories. I'll put Golbez there. Okay, one across, yes, but not in the right directions. This is in the right direction. Let's go. One down. No, let's just do I have the same? Do that. Aha, victory. I thought Chocobo put in the work. Okay. So we against Prideful Stag in the end. My old bow, Prideful Stag. With his NPC unique glasses that we can't wear. Let's just do the setup again that I've been normally doing. Do I dare? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. 3, 2, 4. Damn, wrong direction for 4. 3, 5, 6. Uh, 3, 5. I'm just gonna put this here. Wait, there was a plus? Oh, it was that way. I didn't even check that way. Sometimes happy accidents happen. Complete destruction. That's right. You get angry, prideful stag. Now, I got 6 points, 6 captures. Do you think that might validate a platinum card? Probably not, because I'm the only person here. I think 2 factors come into play, and I think the one that counts the most is how many players you're against. Yeah, look at that. Not even 3. Not even 3. But let's not throw these out like I normally do and actually cash them in. Oh, 2 Baderon cards. Great. While we're here, let's just try our luck with a dream card. Is there any new cards that I can purchase that they have available? No, I just see Stormblood cards. But once you complete Shadowbringers, you can buy a dream card. So let's buy a dream card, see if we get lucky. Hobgoblin. There we go. New one to the list. Alright, let's unlock our second custom delivery and let's get to crafting. Let's have some nice chill holiday craft session. We're gonna chill holiday. Oh, those are the endless summer shorts. I have those somewhere. Those are kind of cool. Anyway, we gotta go back to Limsa. Teleport over to the Culinarian Guild. You know, something I found out, it kind of blew my mind a little bit. A ring with 2 slots in it. When did that become a thing? Don't get me wrong. Kind of like it. I mean, it was always interesting though, kind of having to pick which ability, what single materia you were going to put in your accessories. But hey, you know, more stats the better, I guess. Anyway, we're going to still stick with Alchemist. I wonder, do you need to be a crafter to do this? I don't think so. But it only makes sense. So Charlemagne says, to think that a pirate captain of all people would be the first person in these lands to see the merit in doing business with the illustrious house Duriander. Alright. May feather fall flourish. Parcel is ready to make a triumphant return home. Caligo, Lord Charlemagne. I must thank you once more for accompanying me on this journey. Owing to your tireless efforts, our mission has exceeded beyond my loftiest expectations. And you expected any less of me? At any rate, I do believe it is past time that we returned home. These are preparations that must be seen to, yes? But of course, speaking of which, I have been given considerable thought to as how we might organize our new commercial district. To that end, I would be most grateful if the two of you would visit the location and share your thoughts upon our return. My time is valuable, as you might imagine, but I suppose I can spare a moment or two to lend my expertise. 'Tis most appreciated, my lord. In any case, let us each attend to any unresolved matters we may have here, then reconvene back in the firmament at our earliest opportunity. Travel in safety, my friends. Alright, I'm wondering if I was going to speak to Carvalane one last time, but never mind. Let's just go right back to the Foundation. I'm on my appropriate home world, so I can actually get into the Foundation. Always expect the Aetherite to be able to take me to the firmament for some reason. It's there. I'm thinking mostly of my cooking, but also I have to get my gathering up too, especially botany if I'm going to be able to cook, and I guess there's a good high chance that I'm going to need fishing. We'll see. Ah, Caligo, we've been waiting for you. Oh, hey, Joe, I just finished the first Shadowbringers dungeon on my free trial alt. Hey, good to see you. That's the best one, right? I mean, Holminster Switch, each boss gets like a cool intro, which is really cool. I really like Holminster Switch. I'd have to look back at all of them to see which is my favorite. But always those first dungeons seem to be, like, heavy on the atmosphere. It's pretty nice. It's like the only dungeon that really felt like the Sin Eaters were a true menace. Like, the problem with the other dungeons where you're hunting down the other Light Wardens is that the Sin Eaters are only present in the final third. The final third of the dungeon. So it's like, well, life seems to be kind of carrying on with, despite a Light Warden being in the direct vicinity of these creatures. Like, they don't seem too bothered by it. Like, Ronka is fine until you get to the outside, to the well, and then there's Sin Eaters, and even like the well, where there's like supposed to be a Sin Eater at the very bottom of it, and then this is the Sin Eater closest to the wastes, like the closest to the wall, you know. So in a way, it should be one of the most prevalent Light Wardens that it is the most prevalent Light Warden you fight up to that point. But even in the well, you're like, oh, there's some old, like old Taloses and creatures that are still there, and then they don't seem to mind that there's a Sin Eater at the bottom of this well. So that was my only issue with some of the Stormblood Shadowbringer dungeons. Anyway, Ratzel says, "'Tis but a short walk from here to Featherfall Commercial District. Allow me to show the way." You can see a Gridania flag in the background there. I must give credit where credit is due, Lord Francel. This place is almost beginning to look halfway habitable. Francel, we were wondering if you'd ever come home. Yeah, Tisleen boss. She has such a cool death animation too. Like, each boss has an actual like introduction rather than just appearing in a puff of smoke. You got the first boss, I forget the name, which, you know, comes down with the light like from the trailer for Shadowbringers. Then you have Tisleen, who like is hunched over and kind of wakes up. And Tisleen actually has like a cool death animation. And of course, bosses have cool animations if you look at their cinematic intros. Like Philia comes in So anyway, what did we have here? Brother, oh yeah, this is right. This is their this is the rest of the Palianarte brood. You have the machinist. You have the machinist guild master. You have the Rose of Helianarte, and I don't know who this guy is. I guess he's the next heir apparent. Yeah, who are you? Brothers, and you too, sister. Yeah, two brothers. And remember, House Helianarte is the weakest of the four houses because they lost their eldest son and heir, and they also lost the Steel Vigil, which made them lose not only a bunch of resources and men defending it, but also standing for losing it. But they still got Camp Cloudtop, so they're still out there working. My brothers, and you too, sister. How wonderful it is to see you all again. Oh, but you simply must hear the news. Orvale and Fontecru apprised us just now. Why, even half of what we have heard is true. It would appear that your excursion abroad has proved most fruitful. And this off the back of the Diadem's designation as an official gathering grounds for the Restoration. Without you to extol its potential to our leaders, I doubt we would have received the necessary approval and funding. You do Ishgard a great service, Francel. As your sister, I could not be more proud. My dear siblings, you flatter me overmuch. Why, I could not have hoped to accomplish even a fraction of this without the expertise and influence of my esteemed companions. He really plays the diplomat really well, right? He keeps buttering up Charlemagne, even though Charlemagne hasn't been too helpful. Though I think Charlemagne is kind of funding it a little bit, right? I think he's kind of funding the firmament. Of that I have no doubt. Master Morningstar, you are so selflessly served Ishgard during the war. You continue to go above and beyond in this era of peace. I have not the words to express my gratitude. The graphical update makes Elzen look better. Elzen, we're always the best. We were always the best. She's the beauty, you know? She's the beauty of the group. Emmanuel Lane, whatever, young bro for Tom. You know, he has his eyes for a reason. And my most honorable Lord Charlemagne, pray accept my humble gratitude for accompanying my impulsive little brother in his travels, and for opening his horizons with your vast experience and worldly wisdom. Yes, I can only hope the boy gains something from my presence. He's being flattered too much. He realizes he's a fraud. But Francel, we are not here simply to shower you with praise. No, we were hoping that we might lend our aid to your efforts in a more tangible fashion. Indeed, after all, it would not do good for the goods After all, it would not do for the goods to flow only in one direction, while the coin flows in the other, no? Allow me to be more direct. The Sky Steel Manufactory has recently opened a new branch in Featherfall, yes? I have a mind to spend some time there myself, overseeing repair and maintenance orders, putting wares on display for potential sale to buyers for the realm over, and so on and so forth. Meanwhile, Aravale and I have discussed the matter at length. and suspect that traders from far-off lands might show quite an interest in the abundant natural resources harvested from the Diadem and the Sea of Clouds. Natural skin tone dusk white though? Well, what do you think Caligo is? He's a dusk white. Got him as he looks pretty natural skin colored. Though that might change with the with Evercold. I might actually make him more kind of ghastly pale. Ever since I saw those afflicted, you know, the afflicted sin eaters in Amarang, that little boy with his pale white skin, I was like rubbing my chin going, maybe I could make a little lore implication with skin color. I have no words. Your assistance in the reconstruction effort would mean the world to me. The sons and daughters of House Helionate. Perhaps I misjudged them. Mocked and branded by heretics by the highborn and the common folk alike, forced to suffer the loss of kin, friends, and loyal followers alike all over years of bloody war. Still they forge ahead to build a brighter future for our nation. For so long I thought them too earnest and agreeable for their own good. But perhaps that artless hope and enthusiasm is precisely what Ishgard needs in this new age. Would that my own son could be here as well. That he, too, could be among those leading the effort to transform our society for the generations to come. And he kind of is in his own way. Strange, is it not? Somehow, I am more certain than ever that he is alive somewhere in the world, doing great things in his own right. Mayhap one day he will return to me, and mayhap not. Either way, the decision is his, and his alone to make. Are you a psychic, Charlemagne? For so long I clung to the past, fearing that there was no place for me in this new age of openness, enlightenment, and change. But the truth is clear to me now. In this new world we live in, we must all adapt or be left behind. And that's why you're the head of the highest of houses, Charlemagne. It will not be easy, but it'll be worth it. And the passion, capable young men and women around me will show me the way. My sincerest apologies, Caligo, Lord Charlemagne. It seems my siblings and I got somewhat carried away in conversation. If you're ready, it would be my pleasure to escort you to Featherfall. You see all the different nations have set up shop. I wonder if Marsette's in attendance. What should we order from Marcette? Okay. Captain runs a tight ship, to say the least. So there we got it's not the Sanguine Sirens, the Krakens, that's right. The Krakens set up here, and who in Ul'dah set up? What did we get from Ul'dah? We got Emmanuel Lane. He just said like he introduced somebody to us. Is this what is Dolorito's business called? It's not Amalgina and Sons concern. That's the other member of the syndicate, the Rogadin. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I'm running on autopilot. What is Lolorito? I gotta look it up. This is gonna kill me if I don't find it. What is Lolorito's business called? Oh yes, the East Alenard Trading Company. That's right. Brancel would make a fire politician. I don't know. He's too honest for his own good. He'd get taken advantage of. He was going to jump into the witch drop to prove his innocence when he was falsely accused of heresy. He's a little too nice. He'd get eaten alive, but he'd make a good diplomat. So this is Featherfall. I must say, it has a certain charm about it. Caligo, Lord Charlemagne, over here. I did not imagine that your preparations were proceeding so briskly, Lord Francal. One might wonder if they are not proceeding too hastily. Yet, at the same time, one cannot help but be impressed. You are too kind, my lord. I am pleased to say that Featherfall markets are nigh ready to open. Truly, we could not have accomplished this without you. That poor Uldian in the background shivering over in cold. He's having the exact opposite reaction that the Ishgardians had when they visited Ul'dah. Nor you, Caligo, nor my dear siblings, my associates, and all in Ishgard and the 3 nations who have expended efforts on our behalf. Without all of you, my loftiest dreams to rebuild the firmament would have gone for naught. Thank you, my friends. I will not forget your kindness and generosity for the rest of my days. Nay, 'tis I who owes you thanks, Lord Francal. Traveling with you has done much to open my eyes, and I am not too prideful to admit it. I hope to lead House Duriander into a new age of prosperity. There is much I must yet learn about the world outside Ishgard, a world to which I have been blind for far too long. In return for helping me learn this lesson, allow me to offer you some parting advice. You have accomplished much here already, but do not rest on your laurels, for the greatest challenges are yet to come. Thank you, my lord. Pray rest assured that I have no intention of shirking my duties. As more and more people flock to the firmament to hawk their wares and ply their trades, my ability to manage affairs here will be tested like never before. They will indeed, and yet I suspect that you are up to task. Still, should you ever find yourself over your head, do not hesitate to call upon House Duriander. And with that, I shall be off. I'm surprised Almeric didn't melt when he helped back in Alamigo. Climate differences can be funny like that. Yeah. Especially because he wears that thick. Almeric not only wears heavy armor as like the leader of the Temple Knights, but it's heavy armor that's designed to keep you warm. So Alamigo doesn't seem too hot. It's more like high elevated. So maybe it's not too warm there. Not like Ul'dah, not like desert. I mean, look at Lisa's traditional Alamigan setup. I mean, it's well, I guess that would be opposite, right? It is kind of revealing, so I guess it is kind of warm there. But you see, like the Resistance, they'll wear heavy coats, you know, so I don't know. It seemed to be kind of tempered, similar maybe environment to the Shroud, just with higher elevation, I would say. Caligo, might you have a moment to spare afterwards? There's a matter of which I would seek your counsel. I too should be getting back to the many tasks at hand. Till we meet again, my friends. I actually would not have minded if the lad remained with us a while longer. But well. In any event, the matter I would discuss with you concerns the broom. If you are not otherwise occupied, I should very much like to hear your thoughts. how much space do I have now? 3 slots, okay. Now I'm wondering where they cut you off if you don't have Shadowbringers. I think they cut you off here, or maybe maybe even before this. No, this is the last one. Count Charlemagne de Duriander would petition your aid in realizing his bold vision for the future of Ishgard. So you just get House Duriander prisms and House Fortom prisms. Is this the only chance we get these? No, I think we can buy them somewhere else, right? Speaking of coats, I've always wanted to use that top on Caligo for Samurai Glam. The wrap and the sleeves look really nice. Well, now we can. Once a gatherer only. What I like about it is like the phoenix feathers on the back. But yes, you can now use it as combat glam. Thank you for entertaining my request. There is another who I believe would be keen to hear what you have to say. He shall be arriving anon. It's Count Fortom. I think Fortom is the second highest house. Duriander is considered the highest. And this is like their chief in arms. Julemon. Caligo, the Count mentioned there was someone he wished to introduce to me, but I did not expect it to be you. Tell me, how have you fared since last we met? Yeah, okay. Mayhap I should have surmised that the two of you were already acquainted. Caligo accompanied Lord Francel and I on our trade delegation to the 3 nations, which I dare say would not have been nearly as successful as it was without his insight. Since returning home, I have been pondering many a matter. Long has House Duriander stood at the fore, and has done its sworn duty to protect our countrymen from heretics and the Horde. But Ishgard now enters a new era. In these changing times, how must House Duriander adapt to best serve our fair nation? This is the question that most occupies my thoughts of late. Our nation turns its eyes to the outside world, and I would once more look within. House Duriander shall see that our nation thrives as never before, and every Ishgardian is able to reap the benefits of peace and prosperity. I am not sure what to say, my lord. Clearly your journey has had quite an effect on you. Needless to say, I wholeheartedly agree with your noble aim, and promise to offer whatever aid is in my power to offer. As my knights as well are searching for ways in which they might serve the people now that their blades are no longer needed. Should you lack for manpower, you need but say the word. It's like, there's still the Empire, guys. You still gotta fight the Empire. You guys are lending troops to the Eorzean Alliance. You guys could always do that. Very well. I would first task them with carrying out some long overdue restorations in the Broom, which unfortunately remain in a most sorry state. But it will not suffice to physically rebuild the city. No, our citizens, to truly prosper, we will need a steady flow of goods and services. A healthy economy is the lifeblood of any nation, after all. To that end, I also intend to put House Duriander's fleet of airships to use in scuttling materials to and from far-off lands. You rode one of our vessels yourself when you aided us in reclaiming the Stone Vigil, did you not? You will forever have my gratitude for your efforts that day. You rode one of our vessels when you aided us in reclaiming the Stone Vigil? Eh? Dude, I walked up. We took the Enterprise away from that. That was not part of Duty and Dares. What is he talking about? Eh? When did we ever use an airship in the Stone Vigil? Am I just completely going retarded and just don't remember any of that? In any event, we will have need of pilots and machinists, and in far greater number than we have now. There are many here who would benefit from learning a trade by which they might earn their keep. We will recruit these individuals and train them to the best of our ability. For this, I would enlist the services of a knowledgeable and patient instructor. Mayhap there is someone you could recommend, Lord Gilemon. Gonna talk about the Machinist Guild, the Sky Steel Manufacturer? Why yes, I do believe I know just the man. He knows our airships inside and out and has an admirable passion for sharing his craft with those around him. He is battle-tested as well. He was the very pilot who served to help us reclaim the Stone Vigil after all. What are you talking about? His name is Stilvald, and I do not let his youth fool you. He is as knowledgeable and reliable as many men twice his age. That said, there is a rub. I have seen neither hide nor hair of him since the war ended. He suffered a wound in his last battle, and I have heard rumors that he has since fallen on hard times. Hey, for happy 4th of July weekend, yes, happy early 4th, happy early American birthday. Yeah, but that's, yeah, I know about the Enterprise, but the Enterprise is not a Duty and Dare airship. That's a Metalworks airship. Unless they're so arrogant as they think maybe Duty and Dare helped sponsor the Metalworks and they made the Enterprise, and so they kind of claim it as one of their own, but I do not think so. Maybe they're just mistaken. But then he's saying this other guy piloted this airship. Unless they're counting the early cutscene from Stone Vigil Hard where there's airships coming down to drop off troops for the reclaiming of the Stone Vigil. I wonder if this is different if you don't do Stone Vigil Hard, if they even mention it. Many such men eke out a living in the broom these days. It is the most unfortunate situation, and one that does not reflect well on our house or our nation. We must do right by these brave souls, and we must do it now. And so I turn to you, Caligo. Might I task you with seeking out this Stetsenwald and relaying my offer? I have already drawn up a contract that you might deliver it to the man. I would approach the man directly, but our recent foray to the Three Nations has convinced me that when it comes to negotiations with the common folk, you are far more capable than I. Besides, if I am to bring plans to fruition, there is another whose aid I must petition, and with haste. Will you do me this favor and speak with Stetsenwald in my stead? Nod. Then I too shall return to White Brim Front and recruit as many knights as I can for the cause. That would be most appreciated, Lord de Raymond. And with that, I will take my leave. May our meeting with Stetsenwald be a fruitful one. I don't remember this quest. This might be the one that they cut off at Shadowbringers. Or might be the one after. Deliver the document to Stessenwald. For maybe you know. So, Drillamon there was talking about how House Duriander has a extensive fleet of airships. They kind of want to repurpose them from kind of a battle to being kind of like merchant ships, carrying supplies and what. And then Drillamon says, yeah, you remember our ships. You rode on one when you helped us reclaim the Stone Vigil. And I'm like, what? When was I on an airship during Stone Vigil? I don't remember it doing that either for the normal nor the hard version. So if you know what he's talking about, I mean, I know there's some airships at the very beginning of Stone Vigil Hard, but I don't remember a character riding on them. Stessenwald, apparently you were at Stone Vigil riding an airship. Yes, I'm Stessenwald, who has, by the fury, are my eyes to be believed? Elaborate epistle. A missive draft in flowery quillsmanship on fine parchment adorned with the exquisite seal of House Duriander. What's this? Count Charlemagne de Duriander would personally entreat your services as an instructor and mentor to aspiring airship pilots throughout the... Look, you may be the slayer of gods, but if this is your idea of a jest... It is true, you say? Then of course I accept. I'd be a fool not to. Though why the lord of the highest of houses and a hero such as yourself would turn to a broken-bodied nobody rotting his days away in the broom is beyond my comprehension. Pray allow me to say that it was a true honor to have had you on board my airship in the operation to take the Stone Vigil. What are you talking about? What are they talking about? Am I just completely blanking? Have I erased this from my memory? That mere memory of the triumph has carried me throughout even the darkest of days. What are they talking about? Stone Vigil's the dungeon, yes? The one, the normal and the hard? Riding an airship? Eh? At any rate, the letter goes on to state that should I accept the offer, I am to report to the site of the planned trading facility, which according to this is to be constructed here in the Broom at once. I do believe I am inclined to do just that. Might I be so bold as to ask you to accompany me? It's been a while since I've consorted with nobles, and I fear I might do something to embarrass myself. I'm going crazy, man. I'm going crazy. What is this airship they keep talking about? To reclaim the Stone Vigil. So reclaiming the Stone Vigil must be hard. Must be talking about the hard mode, because that's where they actually go in to reclaim it, right? The Stone Vigil hard. Too long has the Stone Vigil been ravished by the Dravanians and their thralls. Too long has House Duriander suffered this infamy. Time has come for the dragoons to retake the fortress. 1,000 lances and 1,000 dreams of vengeance strong. Though the knights of Ishgard breached the gates to find a lodgment within the vigil, the enemy is well defended and amply supplied. This dreadlock must be broken, and those who better than those once made to free the fortress under the dragon's very noses and live to tell the tale. One second. One quick second. We're just gonna freaking try to... This is bothering me. I'm not going to do the dungeon. I just want to watch the opening of it. Yeah, let's watch the opening and see what he's talking about. Is this what he means by the riding on his ships? Just this opening cutscene? Like, is that supposed to be him in that ship there? He dropped us off. I guess that might be it, right? But it didn't look like I was coming off that ship. It looks like I showed up outside. I guess we were dropped off. I guess that's what he means, right? We were dropped off here by airship, and he was the one who rode us here. The way they talked about it, it felt like there was like this whole airship section that I just completely blanked on. Where are you? Oh, over here. Switch back to Alchemist. It'd be funny. He's like, oh, that time you rode with me on the airship was the proudest moment of my life. I'm like, I don't remember that at all. I don't even remember what you're talking about. Actually, I do kind of remember doing this quest now that I think about it. According to the letter, the site in question is just beyond here. Shall we? It would be nice if they actually fixed up this place. It's like, how long is the broom going to remain in disrepair? You must be Stessenwald. On behalf of House Duriander, I thank you for entertaining my offer. Allow me to get right to the matter of hand. As you may know, Lord Francel's effort to bolster trade with some of the most prestigious merchants from the three nations has borne considerable fruit. As such, we have need for capable airship pilots to shuttle supplies to and fro. Lord Jerlemon has spoken highly of your expertise. I would have you train the next generation of pilots who will steer Ishgard to a brighter future. It is my hope that this will also serve to provide an honest, profitable trade for a number of the unfortunate souls who call this place home. Dude, it's kind of... My lord, I don't know what to say. You have shown great mercy to this battered, broken man, and give him a chance to rebuild his life in a way he never imagined. I am honored and blessed to accept your offer. For long as I draw breath, I will serve your cause with every ounce of strength and passion that I am able to muster. They really needed to give Ishgard its own salute, rather than just the normal salute, just the hand to the heart. They really needed to do that. They gave the Crystarium their own salute, and we don't even get to learn it. There's also the matter of securing funds necessary to operate the new facility, as well as to maintain our fleet. Lord Edmond, I trust I can count on on the support of House Fortom in this matter. This is no longer my decision to make, but I will consult with Ariotel, and I see no reason why he would not be receptive to your cause. When you arrived at Fortom Manor and said you would speak with me in private, I must admit I had my doubts as to what you had in mind. Well, they're the two highest houses. They've got a kind of a rivalry going. But I cannot very well turn a blind eye to the underprivileged men and women of our society, can I? Not when the savior of Ishgard stands before me, ready to fight for them. That is why you brought Master Morningstar here, is it not? You may think yourself subtle, Lord Charlemagne, but I am wise to your ways. After all, This is not the first time you have brought me around to your cause, though this time at least I can say it is a noble one. For years, House Durandere of Tom have struggled for supremacy. But we are not so different, you and I. Is it such a terrible thing that we take advantage of each other from time to time? I think not. Besides, I cannot very well let you live a life of leisurely retirement while I remain on the front lines, fighting for men and women who have been forgotten for far too long. As members of Ishgard's most privileged class, it is our calling to lead our nation into a new era of prosperity and enlightenment, and I, for one, have no intention of shirking this duty. I think that's the last one before they cut you off. Got some neo-ish Guardians. It's like, how long are we going to have this place look like this? Your effort, maybe with the custom delivery, this will finally improve, right? We'll finally get Ishgard back to working to ship shape, you know? Thanks to your efforts, House Durandere and Tom have awakened to the plight of Ishgard's poor and suffering, and the restoration of the broom has begun in earnest. Well met, my friend. I am pleased to say that we've seen no end of aspiring machinists looking to apprentice here. Say, you wouldn't happen to be interested yourself, would you? Dude, I'm no machinist. We'll talk to my other characters. Actual Ishgardian character. That's the good thing about playing a Midlander. You can say you're from anywhere. Okay, so where do I go from here? Where do I go? To the firmament. Yes. Okay, there's the blue. Some old tart. Not even high quality. Not by bread alone. Master Caligo, we are forever in your debt. Lord Francel's shown you about Brighton Song Quarter yet, pray tell? Francel is deep in thought, gazes intently at the streets of the firmament. Ah, Caligo, 'tis always a pleasure to see you here in the firmament. I am certain you'll agree that the place is feeling livelier and more cultured than ever, is it not? Truly, we could never have hoped to accomplish this without your help. Well, without the help of our preeminent sky builder. Truly, I have now the words to express the depths of my gratitude. Am I supposed to be the sky builder? Recently, I have had the occasion to take the briefest of respites from my daily duties to reflect upon the reconstruction effort as a whole. And in doing so, my mind oft returns to Menulane's words that day. The ever-growing number of Ishgardians now make their residence in the firmament, and its markets bustle with customers and exotic wares from across the realm. What more could we need? What more could be needed? The answer was clear. A place where those who live and ply their trade here can leave behind their worries and cares and indulge in the finer pleasures of life. Yes, the newly completed Rising Sun Quarter shall be precisely that. And I would like nothing more than for you to be the first to walk its streets with me. If, of course, you have no more pressing commitments at the moment. Splendid! Then let us make for Sir Vaindrew's grace. I think that you, too, will be keen to lay your eyes on the location which I believe to be the pride of the firmament. Let's teleport. Western Fortress. Teleport to do the fates all the time. Am I allowed to go in here? Aha! I like. Is this where this place is? Been. Does this place get sealed off after I do this quest? I feel like I can only do this during this quest. I'm not sure. I hope our presence won't be a bother. Forgive me. This building before us I have dubbed Sir Vaindrew's Grace. It is a place where the ailing and injured might see their wounds and maladies tended to. Some of our patients require only the briefest of treatments before they are back on their feet again, while those with more serious conditions might stay in these halls for months. There are even those who are suffering from troubling sicknesses not visible to the eye, but our healers do their best to provide succor to just the same. Excuse me. The construction of this facility was first proposed by the House of the Commons, but the plan was met with immediate and overwhelming approval by the House of Lords as well. How heartening it is to see our nation come together for a worthy cause. Needless to say, be they commoner or noble, in these halls, all patients receive the attention and care they deserve, nor do we turn away any who seek employment here, regardless of their background or station. Nod. Beg your pardon, me lords, if I might trouble you for a moment. I am but a humble artist working to capture the reconstruction of the firmament on Kansas for prosperity. I saw the two of you here and I simply could not walk away without expressing my gratitude. But yes, I do believe I have had the pleasure of looking upon your paintings. You have our thanks as well for your most exquisite. Wait, why does your face look so familiar? You are of House Chevroldon, are you not? A lesser noble house. You are gracious indeed, my lord, to remember one of such humble blood. It is true, I once had the honor of paying my respects to you when introduced by Sir Adefel at a banquet. And you, of course, Calico, there is no greater honor than to see you before me. It was always my dream to become an artist, to capture the world around me in all its beauty, all its sadness on my easel, that future generations may never forget the time we lived in. And yet, times of war, there was, of course, no time for such lofty pursuits. And so I donned my armor and took up my blade, resigned to the thought that I would one day fall in the unending battle against the Horde. Oh, how my heart sung the day you felled dread Needhog, ushering in a new dawn for our great nation. At long last I am able to lay down the weapons of war and take up my brush as I had dreamed of for all those years. Truly, it would not be an understatement to say that your heroism inspired every stroke that I paint. Forgive me. Moreover, I am proud to say that my work has been put on display right here in the halls of Sir Vendrew's Grace. Not to be overly presumptuous, but I feel there is a role for finer arts to play in bringing succor to the hearts of the suffering. To that end, I have also made an effort to teach my craft to all who would learn. Ah, there you are. I was hoping to inquire about that price of your latest masterpiece. Ah, pray forgive me. Clearly I have more important matters to deal with. I meant not to intrude. No apologies needed, my good man. On the contrary, I have imposed upon my illustrious friends for far too long already. And with that, I shall take my leave. I thank you for giving this humble artist the opportunity to express his appreciation in person. Wherever you see one of my works, know that they would never have been possible were it not for you. I feel like this guy comes back, right? Is he like a merchant that paints people and stuff? Would buy housing items for him? Probably, right? Don't. If it's plot, don't tell me. Be proud, Caligo. Truly, you have made your mark on our nation and its people in more ways than one. Nod. Now, shall we make for the next stop in our little tour? To Snow-Soaked Springs we go. Sometimes you can see Master Mogson over at the hot springs. You think on Balmung there would be a lot more people here. There he is! Look! There's Master Mogson! And the former house member of the other noble house that we haven't really had to talk to. The stonemason house. Sometimes they're there. Now, why can't we, they're just, is this a sleeping motion for males and females? I wouldn't know. It's like, hey, give us the massage emote. Do it. And a bar over here. At least they finally gave us the shake drink emote. Good lord. How long did it take for that to happen? Renzel. I welcome you to Snow-Soaked Springs, Caligo. The waters here are naturally thermal springs extracted from the subterranean veins beneath Porthos. We see that an ideal temperature for bathing is preserved by means of the finest fire crystals procured directly from the Dravanian highlands. Needless to say, the springs are open to one and... Chief! Miss! Don't leave us here alone, I beg you! This little Lalafell, from my understanding, is much more important in the reconstruction, but since Ishgardian Restoration is over, we don't really know too much about her, but she seems to appear a lot. They seem to like her. She's like an Uldian that came to help out, and she gained a lot of loyalty from, you know, her crew, the Ishgardians who were learning under her. She always carries that huge hammer around. Quit your whining already. You know that we can't very well stay here forever. Well, if it isn't Lord Francel, And his star sky builder. What are they talking about? I didn't participate in it. Perhaps you could talk some sense into this fellow. As you well know, we are itinerant artisans, plying our trade all across the realm. When we finish one task, we must move on to the next. We'd a mind to celebrate a job well done here before heading to Limsa for our next assignment, but I simply can't bear to see the chief here go. Why, without them, who will set me right when my hammer and technique falters? Who will scold me when I am tempted to slack off on my duties? As you can see, this fellow simply refuses to let us go. Would you be so kind as to have a word with him on our behalf? All good things must come to an end. You have a job to do. This needs not be goodbye. Let's just say you have a job to do. I know this, and yet I simply owe too much to the chief for all she has taught me. I fear that I will not be able to live up to her expectations in her absence, and yet I suppose you're right. I must soldier on somehow. It's just as the savior of Ishgard here says, so stand up straight and quit your whining for once. That goes for the whole lot of you. You all had, and continue to have, a hand in one of the most impressive rebuilding efforts this realm has ever seen. So take some damn pride in your work, that the firmament might soar to even greater heights. Aye, aye, Chief. Well, that was rather unexpected distraction. Still, all's well that ends well, I suppose. Nod. And with that, I do believe we should be on our way. Pray accompany me to the main plaza of the Rising Song Quarter, would you? I remember doing this quest too, so we're not out of the Heaven's Ward accessible quests yet. It's funny how when the free trial was given access to Heaven's Ward and Shadowbringers came out and the Ishgardian Restoration came out, they actually let the free trial have access to this. Let's get a new minion out. What's today's minion gonna do? Calofisteri. As you can see, this is the district's main thoroughfare. Connects to the pillars above and the broom below. I often walk these streets here to speak to passerbyers and see if there is aught with which I might assist them. And with that, I do believe you've seen everything the quarter has to offer. What say you, my friend? Did it live up to your expectations? Nod. Well, if it isn't the savior of Ishgard and Lord Francel as well. Fonkrinu said I might find the two of you here, and thank the heavens that I have. Canon, it is good to see you up and about again. I trust your wounds have healed. Indeed they have, thanks to Marsasoir and his most marvelous unguent. I can scarcely feel a thing. And to think that if it not for the both of you, I never would have even given the poor man a chance. I simply had to express my gratitude in person, and yet words seem so woefully inadequate to measure against the profundity of your deeds. Though truth be told, there is one more matter regarding which I would seek your counsel. Might you allow me to impose upon you for just a bit longer? Spit it out, my man. Sometimes it seems as if you're in far greater demand in the firmament than I, Caligo. Small wonder, given all that you have done for the people here. And on that note, there are many administrative duties that await my attention, and I had best be returning to them sooner rather than later. Till next time, my friends. Give me freaking silver, please. Thank you. Let's just throw this stuff out. I'm never going to use it. There we go. Let's be honest. Am I going to use these things? Throw it in there. Or for Tom. Neat little fireworks. You can see the quality's better than the Realm Reborn ones, but I just don't think well, we'll throw them out when I get to that point. Conan will consult with you regarding bringing a certain idea of his to fruition. I have heard much of your boundless generosity, but never did I believe the Savior Ishgard himself would entertain my humble request. Now, allow me to explain. Before that, pray let us join you, my friends. Master Caligo, how do you fare these days? As for me, I'm pleased to report that business at my provisioner's shop is positively blooming of late. Truly, I owe it all to you and Lord Franzel. Speaking of which, that's precisely why we had hoped to speak with you today. We were discussing how nice it would be if you were able to do something, if we were able to do something to celebrate the firmament's restoration and express our gratitude to Lord Franzel for all he has done on our behalf. I was speaking with Von Kuranu, and he mentioned that his master is particularly fond of music, and in fact has long dreamed of establishing his own orchestra. While that may be beyond our abilities, I thought the very least we could do would be to arrange for a concert of sorts to be held in his honor. To that end, we are working to acquire the needed instruments, without consulting Lord Franzel. We mean for this to be a surprise, you see. My friends tell me that you are among Lord Franzel's closest friends and confidants. I am certain that nothing would please him more than to see your face among the performers. What do you say? I'm not a bard. I'm not a machinist and I'm not a bard. In fact, that's the only role that Caligo doesn't have is physical range. Splendid. I knew we could count on you, too. I knew we could count on you. I, too, have endeavors to do my part in putting together the necessary instruments, using parts and techniques I learned from traveling artisans in town. It is far from a full orchestra, I'm afraid, but at the very least we have a piano, woodwinds, and strings. We just set the piano in St. Roel's dais before coming here. Fortunately, it did not seem to arouse Lord Franzel's suspicion. Furthermore, I have made an effort to procure a pair of every instrument. Should the mood strike Lord Franzel, I thought a few things would stir his heart. Stir the hearts of the townspeople, than seeing the two of you play a duet. That said, I must confess that I am unsure as to what instrument our benefactor most favors. Might you be so kind as to inquire with Von Kuranu for me? And pray remind him not to divulge the matter to Lord Franzel himself. I'll try my best. I should probably still leave it to me. Many thanks, and with that, I had best return to the dais to complete our preparations. Mariori here will be overseeing the finer details of the concert. Should you have any questions at all about the event, she will be more than happy to enlighten you. And remember, we must spare no effort to ensure that this remains a secret. We are counting on you, my friend. Yeah, I remember this now. I remember this. Geez, all this to unlock a potential custom delivery, huh? Entrepreneur. Ah, Master Cadigo, if it is Lord Francel you seek, I fear he has already returned to his quarters. Is there aught assistance I might offer? A concert, you say, to commemorate the completion of the restoration effort? Lord Francel would be overjoyed. Of this I have no doubt. Truly, I cannot thank you enough for your most generous sentiment. The young lord is quite adept with many an instrument, as to which he most favors playing. On second thought, I have an idea. There's a person I would like you to meet. Might I ask you to wait here for just a moment? Are they actually going to make me wait? Waiting. My apologies for keeping you waiting, Master Caligo. Master Morningstar, 'tis an honor and a pleasure both to see you again. Pray forgive me, I was unaware that you were aiding us in the restoration effort. If I had known, I would have paid my respects far sooner. The situation at the Grimly Dark remains at an impasse. It's funny, you can do this. You can do this quest way before the Grimly Dark. The Grim Light Dark, I should say. The Gim Light Dark. Whatever it's called. You can do it. So this obviously changes. Sir Emmerich returned from the front not long ago, and I have just now followed suit. We cannot very well neglect our duties here at home, after all. My steward, Firmian, mentioned that he had heard from an attendant of House Hirianart word of plans for a celebration commemorating the firmament's restoration. I take it that you too are involved with this? I took the liberty of informing Lord Ariatel of your intention to hold a concert in Lord Francel's honor. Perhaps you are unaware, but Lord Ariatel is one of the realm's foremost collectors of orchestron rolls. Much as I had hoped, he has taken a keen interest in your idea. To tell the truth, in addition to my collection, I have known to dabble in the art of composition myself. As a matter of fact, I have penned a duet for the piano inspired by the sights and sounds of the firmament. Nothing would give me greater honor than if you and Francel were to perform it together at the festivities. A splendid idea, indeed. My lord is quite the passion for the piano, and I am certain he would be more than pleased to perform your piece. And my eyes did not deceive me. A most stately piano already sits atop Saint Royal's dais. If you have a moment or two to spare, pray consider playing a little tune or two on it for practice. Often it takes time to get accustomed to a new instrument. In the meantime, I shall ask around and see if I cannot find a few more perform skillers willing to join you up on stage. Marvelous. In that case, I shall return home and prepare a transcript of the score at once. I must confess, just as the thought of hearing the sweet sound of music ringing across the firmament has me feeling as giddy as a schoolboy, it will be all I can do to stop myself from skipping and dancing through the streets. I don't see Ariotel doing that, but okay. You were always the stoic, poor Tom. Okay, we gotta play anew. I think you only get one chance at this quest, by the way, to do it right. What do you think of the instruments? I'll have you know that every single one is homemade by these very hands. I promise you that each was made with painstaking precision. Yes, I do believe this should make for a good venue. You're just some random guy. Oh, polished piano. The impressive piano sits atop St. Rodel's dais, inviting you to tickle its keys. Alright, let's practice. I wonder if you're a bard, if you get to do this much easier. Bing, 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 bing. Da, 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 da. You feel as though your piano playing skills have improved considerably. Feel like your diligent efforts seem to have borne fruit, though you feel as if there is room for improvement. Practice the piano some more. Oh, look at me. If it was only this easy to learn how to play an instrument, right? Having completed your practice, you now feel confident you could comfortably perform any tune placed before you. Your fingers tickle the keys with ease, giving you confidence that your abilities have improved considerably. Check back with Meriore and see how the preparations are coming along. They don't actually let you practice. This is kind of like a mini game in this quest, and you only get to do it once. I think. Maybe you can do it again. But you can screw up on it. Meriore. Ah, Calico, perhaps that was oh. Was that perhaps you that was practicing the piano just now? That was a veritable virtuoso performance, if I ever heard one. Clearly, there is nothing that I could teach you. I am pleased to report that the preparations for the festivities are proceeding apace. With Fontcrenu's aid, we've also managed to secure additional performers. Yes, I believe this concert will be a performance to remember. An unexpected symphony. Meriore is making the final preparations for the forthcoming concert. My apologies for the wait, friend. I am pleased to announce that all preparations are complete, and we are ready for you to take the stage. Your fellow musicians should be arriving any moment as well. That's official. Calico's now a bard. They should give me level 30 archer immediately. Andaloop. The third in command, right? He would be the third in command of the Temple Knights. Hail, Calico. How goes it? It's quite an honor to have an opportunity to perform with you. Recently, I've had the occasion to rest at home with my family, and I have used the time to assist my daughter with her practice. Rest assured that I will not miss a single note. Manulane. There you are. Did you miss me, old boy? When brother told me about the concert, I knew I simply had to be part of it. I'm quite the virtuoso with the flute, if you didn't know. Why, I cannot even tell you how long I've practiced, that I might win the lovely Laniate's heart with the serenade of her favorite tunes. What are the two of you doing here? They're wearing the same garb, no less. Whatever is the occasion? But Kurunu said you had an urgent matter to discuss with me. Is everything quite alright? We have a surprise for you today. We celebrate the reconstruction. A celebration? So that's why everyone has been skulking about the firmament of late, acting oh so what is that? Superstitious? I'm gonna have to look up a word. We went all last stream without having to look up a word, but now we shall. So, surreptitious? I know what repetitious is, but surreptitious. Obtained, done, or made by clandestine or stealthy, meaning secret. Surreptitious. I think I have heard this word before, but what the heck? Let's add it to the folder nonetheless. If I didn't recognize it right away, it should be added to the vocabulary. Done or made by stealth or without proper authority, made to introduce fraudulently, clandestine, stealthy. Similar, clandestine or stealthy. One more time, how do you say it?
Surreptitious.
Surreptitious. Yeah, that does sound familiar, but let's add it nonetheless. Surreptitious. I'll just add it to the word. And the more you know. There we go. New vocab word. Even if I kind of have heard of it before. So everyone's skulking about the ferment and acting oh so surreptitious. Just so, Lord Francel, in celebration of the firmament's rebirth, and as but a small token of our appreciation for your efforts in leading the restoration, we would announce the establishment of the Rising Song Players, the Holy Sea's first official music troupe. And now, without further ado, the stage awaits, my lord. Stage? You mean to say that I am free to join the performance as well? You are not merely free, Lord Francel. Why, it's a prerequisite for the performance itself. After all, the performance is being held in your honor first and foremost. And I know as well as any that you'd give anything for a chance to perform with your dearest friends. Truly, Lord Francel, it is the least we can do to express the depths of our gratitude. Marcel Soir, Caligo here, each and every man and woman here spared no effort to make your vision a reality. Why, even my stuffy elder brother was practicing about with a spring in his step when we commissioned him to provide the score for the occasion. You wouldn't want to disappoint him now, would you? And so here you go. Have yourself a copy of the score and hand in hand and take your place at the piano with Caligo here, where you belong. Lord Ariatel composed a piece for me? Someone pray pinch my arm. Friends, for surely this must be a waking dream. But I might perform a duet with you, Caligo. I dare say it is only appropriate, as you have been ever my constant partner and invaluable companion throughout this entire effort. It is an honor and a pleasure to share the stage with you, my friend. Nod. The audience is filling in as we speak. and your fellow performers stand by and await your cue. We are prepared to begin as soon as the both of you are ready. Simply let me know when you are prepared to raise the curtain, and we shall get the show started. Splendid! I too shall spend my last few moments tuning my instrument to perfection. Give me a shout as soon as you're ready, old boy. I do not recognize the gear they are wearing. Is that a... We all await your cue, friend. Let us put on a performance of a lifetime and do Lord Francel proud. Your fellow performers are priming their instruments as we speak. As for the piano, I rest assured that it has been tuned with the utmost of precision by yours truly. It's funny because wasn't your claws a little hard to make things precise? Guess he's gotten better at it. I persuaded the score. I perused the score. Excuse me. I have perused the score. I do not believe I shall have difficulty doing it justice, and yet I must confess I'm feeling a touch anxious about the prospect of taking stage with you, my friend. Where are the others? Just off somewhere, getting their instruments ready. Are you prepared, my friend? Then without further ado, let's begin! Yeah. The troupe will now perform songs. Time your inputs with the on-screen prompts. When the blue prompt appears left, time your input as the diamonds overlap with the orange prompt in the center. Wait. When the blue prompt appears, time your input as the diamonds overlap. When the orange prompt appears, make several rapid inputs until the prompt disappears. Okay, when the red prompt appears, press and hold the input for the duration of the prompt. The controls are as follows. Mouse left click or right click anywhere on the screen. Keyboard any standard unmodified key. Please note that chat will be temporarily disabled. To access the pause menu, press escape key button, which you may choose to end the performance. Okay, let's try. Let's go. Just jam my keyboard. I think I really sucked at this the first time I did it because I was like, what am I doing? Ooh, I could see the Astro. Yeah, the Astro guys here. Okay, let's try to not screw this up. If I know I do, who cares, right? It's just a stupid minigame. That's not very good. Ah, damn, my chat relay. Ah, damn. I have to wrap it right. Okay. Okay. Not quite understanding these instructions, but there we go. Whatever. Oh, Sid's here too? They got the whole crew. They got the whole Ishgardian crew here. Master Caligo, thank you for the lovely performance. It was everything we had hoped for to be, and then some. And from the glowing expressions, I have little doubt that Lord Francel feels the same. Pray, go talk with him, won't you? And with that, I should start preparing for the inevitable encore performance, to which I hope you would not be adverse to taking part. Do stop by whenever you like. I think you can redo that anytime you want. And we get the new Foundations Orchestra roll, which I think might be the song we performed. Francel closes his eyes, seemingly lost in reverie. Caligo, you have left me at a loss of words once more. I have long dreamed of this day, and yet somehow it has exceeded even my wildest expectations. It was an honor to count myself among your audience, my lord. To be on hand as the two men responsible for restoring life to the firmament paid tribute to its rebirth. Why, it nigh brought a tear to this old man's eye. To think that I would live to see Ishgard enter a true age of Renaissance. Truly, I am blessed beyond belief. I too oft find myself scarcely able to believe all that has come to pass. Pray remind me not to forget to express my gratitude to the others. That said, Caligo, I do not know whether to be impressed or offended that you saw fit to keep this whole matter secret from me. You know full well that I would have been more than willing to assist you in preparing for the festivities. I'll give away the secret. But it is the smallest of qualms when I think of what this day must mean to all who have toiled to restore the firmament to its former glory and far beyond. Not to mention to all those who live, work, and play within these streets, both today and for the many, many years to come. Will you humor me, friend? There is one last thing I would ask you. Despite being branded and hunted down Despite being branded and hunted down as heretic, you nevertheless delivered our nation from the throes of war and ushered Ishgard into a new age of enlightenment. And Lord Hoshafon, your close companion and mine, in even the most trying of times, was ever a friend to the people, regardless of their blood or station. Ever did he strive to bring them joy and a brighter future. You and Lord Hoshafon were more than my friends and comrades. You were a beacon in the sky, a guiding light illuminating the path that I, too, could only dare to dream I might tread. And so, as best I could muster, I followed in your footsteps that I might bring happiness to my countrymen in my own humble way. Pray tell me, my friend, have I done this? Do my contributions to this nation even begin to live up to the legacy that you and Lord Hoshafon have built? You have done your homeland proud. Let's not get carried away with ourselves, shall we? I'm not going to be mean. I'll give the encouraging response. I'm not that much of a villain. Truly, Calico? Oh, you cannot begin to imagine what it means to me to hear such words from you. This is the happiest day of my life. And now, if you would allow me just one final word. Countless Ishgardians gave their lives in the war. Among those who have lived to see this age, there is not one who does not realize that their happiness is built upon the sacrifices of those who came before them. Needless to say, I feel the same. And I believe that the only true way for us to express our gratitude is to make the most of every single day we have and spare no effort to leave an even brighter world to those who would follow after us. Seems to be a common theme of Shadowbringers. To that end, I offer the most heartfelt wishes for you to continue health and happiness. As hero of not just our own land, but countless others, I know the burdens you bear are great. I can only pray to the Fury that you are blessed with joy and prosperity far exceeding that which you have brought to all those whose lives you have touched. Nod, I did it. Lord Overseer! Lord Overseer, you must come at once. We have a visitor. Oh, could it truly be? Whatever is the meaning of this? Caligo, you heard the man with me. Let me guess. It's Almeric. I've forgotten this. I remember we play the piano, but I remember eventually you get cut off. I'm gonna guess it's Almeric. This is exactly where he is. Oh, maybe it's Charlemagne. Whatever could be happening. I do hope it's nothing too dire. My weary heart has had enough excitement for the day. Whoever do you suppose this visitor is? I've asked Tomalin to escort our guest here, so let us wait for their arrival. Oh, it is Almeric. My apologies for the unexpected intrusion, Lord Fonsal. Caligo, 'tis always a pleasure to see you, and yet your presence here tells me that my own arrival has come too late. All of Ishgard has waited in anticipation for the day we might celebrate the firmament's restoration. When I heard that the commemorative ceremony was to be held, I finished up my duties as best I could that I too might attend, and yet... Pray forgive me, Sir Almeric. Festivities were prepared in secret by my friends here, and I, myself, was not privy to them. Had I known, your name, of course, would have been atop of the guest list. Think nothing of it, Lord Francel. 'Twas a celebration of, by, and for the people of the firmament, yes. Your own presence here doubtless carried far more weight in their eyes than it would have mine own. And yet, if I might inquire, just what manner of ceremony was it? At the very least, I would relive it through your words. But of course, my lord. My good friends here arranged for a group of players to perform a commemorative concert. Why, even I had the honor of taking stage to perform a duet with Caligo here. Indeed. You are a man of many talents, Caligo. Nod. Not long ago, our people's hearts weighed heavy. Their worries of whether they could put food on their plates or even live to see the morrow. Today, these same people smile as they walk these streets and fill the air with song. Long-suffered souls whose bodies are battered, who wanted for a roof over their head and warm clothes on their backs. These same men and women now ply their trade as machinists, as merchants, breathing new life into our proud nation. And today, Ishgard sees its culture flowers and blossoms yet further, as the joy of music takes root in the hearts of the people. sending their hopes and dreams ever skyward. Ever heavensward? Lord Francel, for leading the restoration and for all that you have done to see the firmaments transform into a living embodiment of our nation's new age, I commend you. You do me a great honor, Sir Amric. Though I am hardly worthy of such praise, I will endeavor not to disappoint you with my future efforts. And with that, I had best return to my duties. 'Twas an honor to join you, even for the briefest of moments, to see the remarkable work you have wrought. I shall return in the coming days for a closer examination. Kind of feels fitting, right? This commemoration concert right before America's 250th birthday. Kind of feels fitting that I should do this now. To think Sir Amric would heap such praise upon my lord. This is all thanks to you, Master Morningstar. You have our eternal gratitude. Phew, try as I might, I always find myself at a loss of words when standing before Sir Amric. I'm relieved I did not embarrass myself any further. Come to think of it, it all began here, did it not? I of course speak of the restoration effort itself. In the beginning I could scarce even grasp what I was trying to accomplish. I was fumbling about in the shadows, with you as my only guide, and yet, look at the firmament now. It is the beating heart of our new Ishgard, its residents and visitors alike pumping life into our nation. And it will continue to do so long after I am gone. Needless to say, I know as well as any that my duties as Lord Overseer are far from complete. I will do all in my power to see that the firmament is ever a welcoming place for one and all, Ishgardian or traveler alike. I hope that you too, Caligo, will grace us with your presence from time to time. Pray, always think of the firmament as one of your homes away from home. Okay, I think that's the last one before I can unlock the second custom delivery. Due to so small part of your tireless efforts, the restoration of the firmament is at long last complete. That said, it's funny because I didn't participate in the Ishgardian restoration, but they're acting like I did. That said, there is yet need to maintain a steady flow of supplies for the use and maintenance and upkeep. To that end, you may still procure materials from the Daidom and deliver them to the Distance Court. Furthermore, should you wish to put on an encore of the performance of the commemorative concert, you need simply speak to Mary Ori at any time. Finally, the art dealer in the Medicines Court is now selectable for paintings honoring the reconstruction of the firmament available for purchase. Yeah, where's this, where did they say this guy was? Whatever. It's not like I have a house. Alright, let's just go ahead and pop this. Your performance was truly one for the ages, one that doubtless left a deep mark on the hearts of any and all who listened. Promise me you'll not be shy about gracing us with an encore or two. You can count on it. Francel is delighted to see two familiar faces in quick succession. Caligo, what a coincidence that you should be here too. Thank you, Caligo, for all that you have done. Sure thing. Whoa, Caligo, what a coincidence that you should be here too. Nary a moment ago, I caught sight of another familiar face, though his attire, I noted, was anything but familiar. Ere I could hail our mutual friend, he hurried off in the direction of Sir Vandrew's Grace. It seems as though he did not wish to be seen, but if you are curious, mayhap you would like to seek him out. Did you find a friend? Lest you've forgotten, he was headed in the direction of Sir Vandrew's Grace, and was attired in an unfamiliar fashion. Western. Suspiciously familiar man. Could at least wear a different hat, dude. I do not remember this. I think we're finally at the custom delivery quest. Caligo, what in the Fury's name are you doing here? Not that it is for me, a person you most assuredly do not know, to say where you should or should it be. Nay, I was merely expressing my surprise and being at the presence of a great hero. If you say so, my lord, but why are you dressed like that? Are you feeling well, Lord Charlemagne? And here I thought I disguised myself meticulously. I suppose I ought to explain. You see, I had learned that Sir Vandrew's Grace is presently recruiting us aides, and I came here to present myself for consideration. As an aide, I would provide support for the surgeons and nurses, such as managing supplies and seeing to the patient's everyday needs. While such staff are not fully fledged employees, they are afforded the chance to learn the healer's craft while earning a living wage. Not that I require such things, mind you. What's going on? I recently had occasion to speak with a knight of my house, you see. One who was maimed in the line of duty, and I was made keenly aware that I was not doing enough to provide for those who had given me leal service. We're gonna need to look up another word, I guess, because I'm unfamiliar with the term leal. Faithful, loyal, true. Say definition will give me the, doesn't give me the pronunciation, but I guess that's just as leal. To place, the place of the faithful, heaven. Loyal, honest. All right. New word. Let's just add this to the folder. Leal. Just think loyal, leal, loyal, leal, loyal. Okay. The more you know. Who had given me leal service. By working here, I hope to redress my negligence in some way. In some small way, I guess he said. But that is not the whole of it, if truth be told. It is also my hope that my service would set an example for my fellow nobles, many of whom struggle to accept that all Ishgardians are equal in the Fury's eyes. They cling to the old ways, and look down upon the common folk. Yet now that I stand here, I find my courage has deserted me. The prospect of undergoing scrutiny is proving to be somewhat daunting, and I can't help but bring myself to step through the infirmary doors. Forgive me, Caligo, but would you not put in a good word on my behalf to the chief nurse within? Maruette is her name, and she is has charge over the recruitment. With the hero of Ishgard vouching for me, surely I will not be refused. Greetings and welcome to Sir Vandrew's Grace. If I may say so, you appear to be hale and whole as they come. I assume you're here to visit a patient? Oh, you wish to recommend someone as an aide? Coming from a renowned hero, it must be a fine candidate indeed. 'Tis I, Lord of the highest of houses. I shall change the bedpans. Ahem, begging your pardon, but I am given to understand that the infirmary is presently recruiting aides? Why, Lord Charlemagne, what do I owe the honor of your visit? If you wish to make another kind donation, our staff upstairs would be glad to attend you. What? Can every man in his chocobo see through my disguise? Ah, never mind. Now, while I'm always pleased to donate, that is not my primary purpose today. I wish to be considered as for an aide position. An aide position? Are you certain of this, my lord? I am, and in this capacity I bid you think me not as Count de Diriander, but simply another Ishgardian. Nah, you're done. Well, if this is your wish. I should mention that there's another applicant, an orphan girl by the name of Melai. Oh, is that the same Melai? Yeah, is she the one who fell out? Yeah, it's her. She keeps coming back. I believe you're acquainted with her, Caligo. She's the one who fell from the vault and was saved by a white dragon. Truth be told, she's too young for the work, but seeing her enthusiasm, I am minded to give her a chance. Forget that girl. I'm the Count de Duriander. Give the position to me, damn it. If it isn't too much trouble, Charlemagne, may I ask you to fetch her from the Rolandberry field? I would speak with the two of you together. Of course, I shall go at once. You know the girl, yes? If you aren't otherwise occupied, mayhap you can come along and introduce us. Nod. You should find Melai at Rolandberry Field. I eagerly await your return. Who would have thought that girl would be so predominant character? And that's down here, yeah. She's with the Snowball kids are now here. After you do the Ishgardian restoration quest line, they no longer are in the broom. They have their own little house. They don't recognize you anymore, though. Like, first they throw snowballs at you, and then they salute you. Now they don't do anything when you come by. Kind of a shame. There they are, the Snowball kids. See, they don't recognize me anymore. They don't react. Could she be the one? Oh, it's you. Who's the old man, your friend? This is Melai? Good gods, that she should be so young. Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Charlemagne. And I've been instructed to bring you to Lord Vandrew's Grace. Lady Marette wishes to have words with the two of us regarding the aide position. Really? Oh, perhaps she'll let me work at the infirmary after all. And you want to work there too, do you? Come on, let's hurry. You're lucky, Charlemagne, that she doesn't recognize you. Your disguise worked. Where's the... There it is. Where's the shard? Funny how there's... Oh, now I get why there's a merchant here. Because this is where the, this is where the custom delivery will be. Such a lively child. There you all are. I'm here, Marowette. You wanted to speak with me about working here? That's correct, little one. Thank you for fetching her, Charlemagne. Now then, I requested your presence for no other reason than to ask you a question. Why do you wish to work here? Well, ever since Caligo and Vidolfnir, so that's right. It's been a while since I've heard that dragon's name. Vidolfnir helped me. I wanted to be someone who can help others. I gotta do it. I gotta put the mask on. Just that mask. It doesn't matter who they are or where they're from. I want to help everyone. That's a wonderful desire, but know that to work in the infirmary is to be responsible for no less than the lives of others. There will be trying times, but come what may, you cannot forsake your duty. For instance, there may be patients who judge you not less, but more harshly on account of you being a child, but you cannot allow yourself to be discouraged. Excuse me. And at bare minimum, you will be expected to know your letters and numbers, for lives could well depend on it. I think I'm gonna sneeze again. Do you think... Excuse me. Bless me. Do you think you will be equal to the task? Well, they teach us letters and numbers at the orphanage, but I'm not much good at it. And you, Charlemagne. I feel obliged to point out that many of our patients are commoners who once served nobles as soldiers. When they discover your identity, there are those who may assume the worst of you, that you are, for instance, and forgive me my bluntness, an eccentric nobleman indulging a whim. They may not speak their minds, but their conduct towards you will be more than telling. In the face of such disdain, do you think you will be able to perform your duties? I offer my services in full awareness that some may not take kindly to my presence. Regardless of how I am treated, I am determined to perform my duties to the best of my ability. Be that as it may, I confess I do not always know how best to relate to the common folk, and I fear it may cause me to struggle to win the patient's trust. You've won over foreign merchants, you can win over your own people. May not be easy, but I have faith in you. I'll not give my faith. Rest assured, none of this deters me from my course. There is one thing I have learned, it is that anyone can learn, so long as they are willing. And for a blessing, I am in the presence of an ideal teacher. If you would be so kind as to teach me about your world, child, I would be glad to tutor you in letters and numbers. As individuals, we may have our shortcomings, but together we can overcome them to better serve the needs of those in our care. I'm willing to learn too, Marowette. So please, give us a chance. Very well. I believe I have heard enough. On behalf of all of us at Sir Vendrew's Grace, I welcome the two of you to our crew. Though I have spoken some stern words, know that I will be there to help you on your way. This is such a weird combo for the custom deliveries. Just hit me. Both of the firm at custom deliveries involve a bonus child. Child labor, let's go! Now, without further ado, I will assign you your first task. Our stores of daily necessities are dwindling, and I would like you to replenish them. As we have no regular supplier at the time, you may procure the items from wherever you deem fit. We shall set about it at once. The first step will to seek out sources for which we require. Yet why procure from just anyone when we already have a mentally capable artisan among us? Caligo, with your skills are known far and wide. We would be most assured were you to consent to be our supplier. As long as you give me scripts and experience. Wonderful. With you providing them, we can look forward to necessities of the highest quality. On that subject, are you perchance familiar with the House of Splendors? The custodian contributes to welfare projects in our nation and operates a stall just outside the infirmary. Should you require materials for your work, you would do well to seek them out. There we did it. Shadowbringers did. We got both custom deliveries unlocked. It just took a little while. Marwet Day put her faith in me. I won't let her down. Oh, and look, I got a uniform. Indeed you did, LA. May I say, I truly appreciate your helping Charlemagne and Melee, or whatever her name is. Although they do not want for motivation, your presence instills them with confidence as they undertake their duties. Lest you forget, Caligo, our task is to replenish the infirmary stores of daily necessities, dining utensils, beddings, and the like. Well, thank you for your kind assistance. Okay, patient necessity materials, and Javanian scallop. Found in shallow waters, this species of scallop is identifiably rugged, cream-coated shell. Alright. Okay. Let's switch to cooking. Let's cook up some supplies. First things first. We do the dragon. We'll do El Tool. And he would be the Maddock. Now, the thing that I was a little, I mean, it's not good nor bad. I mean, I guess some people might see it as good, is like, compare the previous custom deliveries. You could make a ton of experience by making the materials first and then making the collectible. That would give you a ton of experience, but they don't allow you to make that anymore. Like that was honestly the main way I would make EXP. You would actually get more crafting experience making the materials than you would actually making the collectible. But c'est la vie. It'll take less time to do this. Actually, before we craft, it's about time for me to do a stretch. Grab a snack. We'll just be back at 20 past. I need to get some blood flowing into my lower region. My butt is getting numb. So we'll sojourn until 20 past. Actually have that already there. It's 20. That's only 3 minutes. I need a bit longer. So we'll do it. We'll do it at 25. Cancel. Let's see. Let's make it 25 instead. There we go. Transition. So yes, get some snacks, get some stretches, and then we'll come back and we'll start crafting up a storm. Oops. That's not the right one. My bad. Stream is not ending. Back and ready to craft. So how much of these? It only takes one material. And we're gonna make 6 deliveries, so I guess we're only gonna make 6. Right, it would be gathering tool components, gathering tool materials. And okay, we're just gonna toss these. Sorry, magic prisms, I just have no use for you. And we're going to eat. Let's craft right in front of them. Well, we can do it right here. Let's just... Okay, we're gonna use... use these new ones out. And we'll use matcha, why not? Just to get as much experience as possible. And let's make... Jeez. Alright, we can do it. $573 plus $573. Second, real quick calculation here. 573 times 2, 1,146. So I'll do that. Okay. Got an excellent, that should. Yeah. It's 1. I mean, I know I'm wearing the best stuff for my gear right now. And look at this. Look at all this crafted stuff, especially on cooking. I am fully decked, except for one ring, but screw that. So we hit it with the muscle memory and a careful synthesis. And then we're gonna go ahead and hit great strides, manipulation, innovation, preparatory touch. What a good addition to the rotation. Okay, we can just go our 1, 2, 3 combo here. Oh, we could so we can fully max out, even if... How much space do I have? That's it. Okay, let's turn these in. And we'll make some more. How's my script situation looking? Ooh, we're getting close to cap again. So let's see what he has to say about these tools. So, this is what we need to make tools for gathering. Truth be told, I struggle to envision how all these parts fit together, but I suppose grasping that is the first of many steps. Oh, I may very well be the first dragon to make her own tools. Oh my, you certainly outdone yourself this time. Even Master Arvide might be hard-pressed to produce such fine works. Making your first delivery, you have begun to earn Iltul's trust. But she doesn't trust me already? With each successful delivery, L2 will grow more and more satisfied with your efforts. Fill the gauge completely and L2's satisfaction level will increase, giving you the opportunity to learn more about your business partner. You can make up to 6 deliveries in a given week. Deliver the items to L2's needs and deliver them often to win the trust and praise of your new business partner. No, gotta go. Okay, so now we need to buy tools. Might as well buy... Might as well buy cooking and alchemy tools, right? Script. Okay. We'll come back and buy more tools if we need to. Oh wait, damn it. She said something different. Oh well. Let's see, what did she say? Event. It says, your supplies have been a godsend, hero. I'd say we have more than enough for me to begin learning how the fine art of gathering in earnest. Let's go speak with Master Arvide at once. Excuse me. Ah, it is good to see you. Been meaning to thank you for your help with L-Tool's education. No, don't skip. An education which is off to a splendid start, I must say. I believe I have developed a keen sense for the finer parts of gathering, which Master Arvide says is the basics of all crafting. But even for gathering, you must have tools. And to make those tools, you must gather materials. And to gather those materials, you must have more tools? Ach, it's tools all the way down, isn't it? Where's the materials? Ah, no matter. It's as much a fool's errand as to try to guess if the dragon came before the egg. If there's one fact that can be gleaned from that conundrum, however, it is that crafting and gathering are inexplicably linked. Indeed, you are correct. Without one trade, the other dies, and vice versa. That's precisely why I aim to see you proficient at both before our time together is done. To that end, I devised something special for those tiny claws of yours, an L-tool-sized pickaxe. Here, take it. What do you think? It's perfect. A little tiny little pickaxe. A little satchel. Guess we dress up the dragon even before we get our max reputation up with them. With that in claw, you look right at home amongst the rest of the workers. I see now that even though you wingless ones lack claws and fang, you have the strength to shatter stone and sunder earth. I have an inkling now of how powerful the first of you to wield a pickaxe felt. For something so small and light, it is remarkably sturdy. Even I could swing this all day without tiring. The hidden treasures of the world shall be mine. This is all I could have hoped for and more. Thank you, Master Arvide. All I did was put the parts together. It was our friend that did all the hard work. Actually, Kyligo brought so many materials that I had enough to make a few more pickaxes. Perhaps you could give them to your dragon friends. Yes, Master Arvide. I shall take what I can and leave at once. Uh-oh. Do I have enough space for all these? Oh, that's new. Eltul is pleased with your effort. She now considers you a crafting connoisseur. All that remains is to wait for the fruits of her labor. Welcome back, Eltul. So how was it? I'm sure the other dragons found your new tools to be quite fascinating. Well, you see, I'm afraid it wasn't quite like that. The dragonettes were delighted to see what I had brought, of course. The elder dragons, however, practically flew into a rage, haranguing the younger ones and insisting that such tools are contrary to a dragon's very nature. Oh, I see. Although it was far from the enthusiastic reception I had envisioned, I still believe that the prejudices of the past will, nay must, give way to new ways of thinking if we are to coexist peacefully with the Ishgardians. And I know for certain there is those among the other dragonettes who are of the same mind. I must continue to persevere. I must continue to persevere, else my efforts so far will have been for naught. Indeed, the other dragons will come around in time, I'm sure. Even the most cantankerous of the lot. Perhaps you should take a different tact. The dragons might be much more amenable to something that was crafted by one of their own, namely you. What a marvelous suggestion, Hot Delon. But there is still the question of what I might craft. Something eye-catching, unlike anything they've seen before. In that case, why not try your hand at weaving? The materials are lightweight and the tools are small enough for even you to use deftly. Clothing designed for a dragon would be especially novel, which I'm sure many of them would find interesting. That's a wonderful idea. Oh, I cannot wait to get started. That depends on our friend here. I'll need help procuring the materials. It's not too much trouble. I'll give you a list of what we need while I take care of the rest. Great. In the meantime, I shall give thought to what exactly I might weave. How about a hat? I think it would be kind of hard to make a shirt for a dragon. Wings and all. Well, I bought way too many supplies, but Okay. So what's next on the list? Well, I can only make a maximum of 3. So we'll just buy some weaving tool components. Yeah, anything else to say? Don't worry, the little ones will be safe under our watchful eyes. Yes, ours. Oh, yes, it's the same thing. Still a problem. I still need to clear out some stuff. Well, let's drop the matcha. Let's drop this. Drop this. Now, let's get rid of this one. I don't know what type of materia I need yet for my overmelding, so I gotta hold on to this. Get rid of the gathering. Because, I mean, who needs gathering materia? Not me. I could always just use crafts scripts to get more. I think. Okay, that should be enough for now. Alright, we'll cook up some custom weaving. Still got my experience bonuses, good. Alright. That's one. Yeah, jeez. This is far less, oh, I haven't even gotten a level yet. Might have to level my crafting off stream. Muscle memory, careful synthesis, great strides, manipulation, innovation, preparatory touch. 1, 2, 3 basic combo. Never mind, we'll go with precise touch. Be excellent, that should give us 100%. Alright, let's see how far we get with the reputation with L Tool. It'd be weird if I could go 2 ranks. Much experience, like 140,000. come to help us weave garments befitting an artisan. Okay, so these give 150, so we won't, we'll get $80 times 3 is 240, so we'll get halfway there. I guess we'll do the other half next week. Master Arvide explained to me that since dragons are covered in tough scales, we have no need to fear needles pricking us. My claws are a bit too clumsy for delicate work, but I feel that weaving might very well be my calling. Oh my, you've certainly outdone yourself. Yes. Gonna get one level. Yeah. There you are. You have my utmost gratitude for all your deliveries so far. I feel that before long I'm able to call myself a crafter in truth, just like you and Master Arvide. Of course, young Hutalong's efforts deserve recognition as well. Oh, I got another one. Groundwork. Oh, it's just progress. Okay. So it's kind of like a more... I mean, look at rapid synthesis, though. It's like 500%. But only a 50% cause. So this is probably better for some things. Okay. We're at 72. Only 8 more levels to go. Then I gotta level up other things. I gotta do those role quests. Where am I going? Let's take the 8th right shard. Get Chalamet. Okay, let's not make the same mistake. Let's see. Is it only going to be 3? Okay, so 30. Yeah, so only need to make 3 patient necessities. Purchase items. It's pretty much the same. Jeez, look at that. Really get some effort on that. Okay, just be careful. Damn it, I missed an excellent. Have to wait now. What am I doing? No. That's right. Manipulation. Innovation. Preparatory. All right. Let's get our cutscene for Charlemagne. Lest you forget, Caligo. Patient necessities. From bars of soap to dining utensils, these patients of Sir Van Drew's Grace have need of a myriad of items during their stay. Excellent. These necessities will serve our patients well. Cleanliness being of the essence, I will see to disinfecting these ere they are put to use. But first, a little inspection for good measure. By the fury! Even to my layman's eyes, 'tis plain that the quality is transcendent. I cannot show this to Melee soon enough. Oh, we need to buy more stuff. Just go down the list. Saint Saul. Great. Okay, what's inventory struggles here again? Let's sort them. Let's see. Lockhart. Just gotta bite the bullet. Desynthesize these. Toss the dummy materia. What else? Put that in my glamour dresser. Synthesize the crag of fists. Probably should put the Omega in there. That's couldn't be turned in. Can't get rid of that. That's my elemental bonus. If I ever want to go back to Eureka, I need that. Do I have you in the... No, where's search there? Yes, you have one in the glamour dresser. But you. Good, yeah. Okay. Boots ingot, stinks. Have to toss that. Okay. Place an armory chest. Place an armory chest. Sucks is because I'm having like to carry twice the amount of tools because I'm not at level 80 yet. So I'm about to get rid of a lot of stuff once I get to 80. It's like maybe I should look through this stuff to see if there's like any stuff I want for glamour, but I don't think there is. So check out. That's actually pretty cool. But the dyeable version of it's not dyeable. That's not too good. So the dyeable stuff you have to use Skybuilder scripts to get, I think. What can you do? You gotta just power on. Oh, because I'm running out of space. Let's just take what I need. It's gonna say something different this time. With this latest contribution, we now have the requisite amount of necessities. You have my gratitude. Is it true? Do we have enough daily necessities now? That we do, and we owe it to our industrious friend. Wonderful. Now our patients have everything they need. Thank you so much, Caligo. Nod. So much indeed. I must confess I was surprised to see how much is needed simply to provide our patients with a basic level of comfort. All these things need replacing too, so we'll keep making them more. Just like we do at the orphanage. Truly, you make everything you need by yourselves? Well, sure. Most things, anyway. I mean, who else is gonna do it for us? Same with the cleaning. We do that ourselves too. Oh, I know. Next time, I'll teach you how to clean. Dusting and mopping and all that. We have to do these things regularly. After all, cleanliness is next to healthiness. I should be grateful for your tutelage, child. Such devotion to her duty. I think this is just the same stuff, right? So it won't. What did he say? Tone for his past? My bad, I skipped through that. Allow me to thank you for replenishing the daily necessities. It shall keep us for a good while. And with that, Charlemagne's tutoring at melee. With Charlemagne tutoring melee while managing our stores, my fellow nurses and I find our burden greatly lightened. All of which is to say you are doing well. That being the case, I have a mind to task you with replenishing and managing our medical supplies as well. Do you think you will be up to the task? Yes, Marlette. Just leave it to us. You heard that, Charlemagne? We're in charge of medical supplies now. Tis a testament of your dedication to keep up our fine form. Caligo, there is none we trust more to provide what we need. May we rely upon you once more? Okay, let's continue on. The great crafting arc continues. So we'll just take 3 medical supplies. Make sure my food is gone. Yeah, get rid of you. Gathering, craftsmanship. Okay. Medical supplies. An infirmary without medical supplies is no infirmary at all. Let's cook these up. Wait a minute. My level up has made me stronger than I remember. 612 times 2 is 1,224. Ooh, that would put me over the limit. The reason I do precise touch instead of preparatory touch is this gives me 2 inner quiets, which increases. I just think it's better to have inner quiet, even though I don't use Vigorot's blessing. It's just a good habit to keep. Plus, you can only use that when under certain conditions. Okay. One last one. From metal receptacles to cloth bandages, medical equipment must be made to exacting standards. Having come from your hands, I expect this will be more than satisfactory, but I would be remiss of me not to perform an inspection, if you'll excuse me. I gotta get one more level. One more level, please. One more. Yes! Thanks for bringing us so much, Caligo. Indeed, 'tis in no small part due to your contributions that we budding aides are able to discharge our duties. We are truly grateful. All right, so we're done with custom deliveries for now. So, let's start doing some the final quests of the Disciple of War and Magic. We'll round it out with that. Probably do some leveling off stream, but that's going to be kind of boring. I don't want to kind of just wait until next week comes to do some more crafting. So yeah, let's go to Ul'dah and do our final paladin quest. Go to our paladin, quote-unquote paladin trainer. With garbage materia, my favorite. Jeez, almost makes me want to wait. Look at all that sweet experience I'm going to be missing, but let's just go ahead and do it. Jinnles is something or someone on his mind. Ah, if it isn't Caligo. How fare you, my friend? Still keeping up your training, I trust? The Sultan Sworn have not been idle either. Seeking ways to better serve our nation, we have joined hands with the Gladiators Guild. We train with one another, helping to hone each other's sword arms. The guild even dispatches its members to assist us in guarding the palace. None of this would have been possible without the First Sword's, Myla's cooperation. She's a dedicated woman, dedicated to her art and to her own. I have the utmost respect and admiration for her. So it is a deep concern that I know something troubles her of late. Whereas before she was amiable, she has become given to brooding silences. I consider offering to lend an ear, but as a relatively new acquaintance, I do not wish to appear overly familiar. But you, Caligo, you are her close friend. Will you not seek her out and inquire after the source of her consternation? Now, if I jump down here, she's still got that guy in her heart. She's still thinking about him. Oh, it's you, Caligo. It's been a while. What brings you here today? Junkins is worried about you. Is everything all right? Just not bring him into it. What's this all of a sudden? Of course I'm... I won't insult your intelligence by lying to you. You see, it's Aldous. He's returned to Ul'dah. He's been pardoned, so he has every right to be here. But it's just... I just don't understand what's going through his mind. Oh, if it isn't the very man I've been longing to see. he become a samurai? Indeed, it looks like he has. Greetings, Caligo. You look well for someone who's been raising hells the world over. I see my attire intrigues you. When I took my leave after the Yule Cup, I believe I had something to the effect of still having much to learn. That's what I've been doing, learning. I remember the elderly samurai who was making short work of our gladiators. Call back to the samurai quest line. And so I decided to journey to the far east to train in his style. You never cared for convention or tradition? Is it any wonder we're confused to see you actually look the part? I suppose you're right. But you have to admit, Mila, I look pretty good in this. So, Caligo, how about you and I have a bout, for all time's sake? Gladly. We're of a kind, you and I. When we see a mighty foe, we can't resist the urge to test ourselves. As much as I fancy a rematch in the Colosseum, we'll have to settle for a humble venue this time. Let's see. How about Scorpion Crossings outside the gate of the Sultana? There's space there. if not a lot of people to watch our glorious match. Now don't even think about fighting in the city. If you must feed your vanity, I'll attend as witness. At the very least, I can explain the situation to the brass blades, should they appear. Thanks, I appreciate it. And there you have it, Caligo. I'll see you at Scorpion Crossing. I think I need a better, more appropriate glamour setup for this. There we go. Western Thal. I hope he's satisfied. I've been looking forward to this. Come, my friend, let's begin. Am I actually going to fight him? Or is it going to be like a cutscene? He's trying to freaking Shadowbringers. Impossible. I'm gonna defeat him without even drawing a blade. How did you become so strong? I found something worth protecting. I found something I couldn't bear to lose. Don't even know what he's talking about, but sure. You journeyed to another world and found something you couldn't bear to lose? Aldous, what's the meaning of this? There's no point. As I am, I don't stand a chance against Caligo. You would admit defeat before you even fought? It's unseemly, aye. But because of my training, I've come to know Mila, come to know the power of resolve and the difference it makes. Forgive me. I need a moment alone. No, we broke them. We broke poor Aldous. Even without drawing our blade. This isn't the Aldous I know. He never once backed down from a fight. I don't doubt that you've grown stronger since last we met. But so has Aldous. That's why he challenged you, to put his training to the proof. Yet, by that self-same training, he could see that he was no match for you. I don't know what to say. Well, there's no use pondering things here. Let's return to the guild. It's funny, Paladin storylines are so bad that they just keep going back to the Gladiator storyline. Like, we don't talk to the... We're not going to talk to... the former First Sword. The guy who faked his own death. No, it's so simple. Actually, no, it's exceedingly overcomplicated. His plan to fake his own death to encourage a new knight to take up arms or something. It wasn't very good. So then the Ul Cup went back to the Gladiator storyline, and then now once again we're at the Gladiator storyline. Aldous hasn't returned. I wouldn't be surprised if he left Ul'dah again. It wouldn't be the first time he's disappeared as quickly as he arrived. Don't blame yourself. The problem is Aldous, and Aldous is alone. It's up to him to resolve it, however long it may take. At any rate, don't feel compelled to linger on his account. I'm sure you have much demands on your time. Come and visit again when you have the chance. Is that the end of the Paladin questline? Forever? Sorry for taking off like that. Truth be told, I'm ashamed to show my face. There's something I need to tell you. After I left, I thought long and hard on your words. On that which you said made you strong. It led me to ask myself, what is it that I wish to protect? And you found your answer? Aye, I did. Fool that I am, it took me a long time, but I finally realized that it was always close by. We're actually going to get a romantic ending. Nah, this is going to be a rug pull. Watch. All this. Mila, this is so embarrassing for me to say, but that which is dearest to me, that I cannot bear to lose. It's the Gladiators Guild. It's not you, it's the guild. Look at their face. What? What? The old guildmaster. He was as a father to me, and this place is as a home. No matter where my path may lead, the guild will always welcome me with open arms. I realize that now. Aldous, you. So, if I'm to protect the guild, it means, well, you know. It means I have to be at the guild. So from today, I'm giving up the itinerary life. After all these years, coming and going as you please, and never saying a word, you think you can just stay here? You've got a lot of nerve. Why, Mila, if I didn't know you better, I'd say you were worried about me. Shut your mouth. If you wish to stay, then do as you like. That's what you're good at. Ah, there's that grimace I know and love. There's truly no place like home. He's still wearing the ghetto, though. That's funny. But just aside, Caligo, because of you, I finally realized what's important to me. For that, I give you my thanks. From here on, I will watch over the guild while I continue to honing my skills. Who knows? If I work hard, I might even become First Sword one day. Not on your life! No one would entrust the guild to a selfish bastard such as you. And skills or no, you're starting from the bottom like the rest. Aye, whatever you say. It was good seeing you, my friend. Do come and visit again. From now on, you know where to find me. Do I have enough space? Knight in Shining Armor. What did I get? Is that a title? Bulwark Between Worlds. Alright, since I went a half an hour late last time, we're going to call it there. We're going to call it here, I should say. You know, it's also kind of a holiday weekend, so I'm going to give myself a little time off. A little closing early. But when we get back, man, I don't know. I'm going to level my crafting off stream, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do between stream sessions. So we might actually continue with the final job quests next time. And if we get through that, I'm going to start speedrunning my alt. We're going to see how quickly I can get my alt from the beginning of 5.0 to the end of 5.0. So I need all my alts up to level 80 to properly raid, because I like to use them all in different raiding. Caligo's just the main raider, at least for this expansion, so I had to get him up first. So yeah, we'll be doing job quests and maybe some other stuff, and then we'll see. I might get a quick speed through of 5.0. Yeah, Eden's deadline is Tuesday. My eye level is good, at least for White Mage. I think I have to be 445 to make Eden. So I have a good amount of jobs at 445. So I have White Mage, at least White Mage, Black Mage, and Summoner. And those are the ones I primarily plan on using for the first wing. Second wing is going to be more tanking, so I have to get Dark Knight up to 80, and I have to then start equipping Paladin Dark Knight. Because the second wing I plan to kind of tank more. Third wing, maybe melee DPS will be the primary source for that. We'll see. Anyway, yes, I hope to see you all Sunday. Have a wonderful 4th of July celebration if you are in America. If not, just try to stay cool. It's been pretty hot around where I am. I hope it's manageable where you guys are. you know, and enjoy the heat a little bit. You know, I like going out with a cold drink and just, you know, maybe just 15 minutes, just really kind of baking in the sun for a second, and then coming in, it feels really refreshing. So, you know, but try to stay cool the best you can. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff on this video. If you like it, it will help spread it around. Commenting does that as well. If you want to support me directly, of course, consider becoming a channel member. Or if you want to leave a super chat or a super thanks, that would be most appreciated. If you're watching this on Twitch, the best you can do is follow me there. Of course, the playthroughs, if you missed them, will be on my Shadowbringers playthrough playlist, which will be permanently on YouTube or for 7 days after Twitch. So until next time, again, happy 4th, happy Independence Day. And I hope you enjoy the fireworks if you're going to see them. And we'll reconvene the day after. So until then, I shall see you in the world of tomorrow.